Hello everyone, how's it going? Have you ever had concerns about nonstick cookware? It's so easy, convenient to use and to clean, but do you think we should be worried about toxic chemicals? Or is there something different? Has there been a change made in how these products are made? Well, if that sounds interesting to you, keep watching. Having nonstick cookware is so much easier to use when it comes to foods that you would need to have otherwise so much oil and butter to keep it from sticking, and it's super easy to clean. However, there's been a controversy going on where some sources say that they are safe to use, other sources claim that they can be harmful. Now, nonstick cookware is coated with something called Teflon, and it's been under investigation because of a chemical called PFOA that was previously used in their products. Now, there's some studies that suggested that it was linked to thyroid disorders, chronic kidney disease, liver disease, and testicular cancer, even infertility and low birth weight. Now, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency launched a program in 2006. They were actually having the goal of eliminating unsafe chemicals, including PFOA in products. Now, since 2013, all Teflon products have been PFOA free. Now, while that is good news, there are other components that are still used, and they possibly could pose a health risk, but the research is still ongoing about that. Now, there were a small number of cases that have shown that the fumes can actually cause temporary flu-like symptoms, but in these studies, most of the time the exposure was someone being exposed for several hours, and it was a severe overheating situation that happened of the cookware accidentally. Now, before we move on to how we can reduce our risk, I'd like to remind you to please like and subscribe if you're enjoying today's information. Now, what we can do when we're using nonstick cookware to reduce our risk is we can avoid preheating an empty pan. We can avoid doing high temperatures, like anything over 500 degrees. We can try to make sure we're not doing any broiling for sure with it, but only using like medium and low settings. You can also vent your kitchen by using the exhaust fan or opening up your windows. You can avoid using metal utensils because that could scratch the pan and compromise the coating. Make sure when you hand wash it, it's in a gentle way that's not using something like steel wool or something too abrasive that could damage the coating. Something I started doing recently is if you stack your pans, is putting like liners in between each so that the pans don't scratch each other. And we can also make sure we replace the cookware as it gets older and we start seeing signs of wear. But even if you don't see any signs of wear, if you think your cookware could possibly have been purchased before 2013, you might be better off just replacing it, which many of them are very inexpensive. I'll leave some links below for some ideas of some replacement products that you could check out. Now, one article I read said you might want to be cautious of off-brands and ones that are produced in a country where they don't have an active ban on PFOA. And just to be on the safe side, just always look for PFOA-free cookware. Now, while there's more research that's needed to be done to confirm if there are safety issues with the current products, it is comforting to know that most manufacturers have phased out the use of that chemical PFOA. And it's nice to have some helpful tips too, so we can still have the option to use nonstick cookware, but to be on the safer side with it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's information, and I hope to see you in the next video, where we'll discuss another way we can improve our health.